Indianapolis had already started to try to create some diversity here in Indianapolis. That was when Tom King and Tom Benford and Sam Jones and a lot of the powers that be came together trying to create opportunities for minorities. The next thing was to try to create an opportunity, business opportunity for contracts for minority businesses. There were two basic things that OMBI did for Indianapolis. They created two business development centers. One of them was located in Indianapolis Business Development Foundation, and the other was located in the Urban League Business Development. After two fairly successful trade shows that were held here in Indianapolis in 1968, it was 68 and 69. And that was a part of this emphasis that the city of Indianapolis was placing on minority business development. We already had the basis for a regional council. Then in 1972, working in Chicago where the National Minority Supplier Development was started, OMBI created this National Minority Development Council. And they began to have regional councils throughout the country. And we weren't part of that at the time, but there were about 6 or 7 of them in the big cities like Chicago and LA and Houston and like that. In 1973, I was hired as the procurement officer, if you will, to go out and seek opportunities for minority-owned businesses in the major corporations throughout the state. With this, I developed a friendship and also contacts with most of your major corporations throughout the state, including Cummins and Western Electric and Chrysler and Ford and you name them, because we had a lot back then. Getting these newly formed businesses into corporations was kind of difficult. So what we had to do was create a mechanism by which the corporations would help fledgling minority businesses get a foothold. And so we tried to create some partnerships or mentorships where they would furnish technical and to help them get started. And that's how a lot of them got started, because corporate America would lend their expertise to try to help them get off the ground. The challenge was, how does little Indiana stay viable with the way we're laid out? So what I decided to do was, I said, okay, we don't have any home offices, so what am I gonna do? I divided the state into 3 sections, North, Central, and South, and created 3 different councils. We were the first statewide council to have more than one location. And that way we began to get more participation from each area, because each area was kind of a separate unit. And we were able eventually to put a person there, and they didn't have to drive 2 or 3 hours to access the council's resources. It took a lot of finesse to keep all of these walking to the same drummer. And so I did a pretty good job of it. When your first office is in J.C. Penney's on the Circle, in the department store, right in their main offices, we had an offshoot in their main office. That was our first office, because it was free. And then your next office was in the Gold Building for 6 years. And then for the next 7 or 8 years, we were in 300 East Fall Creek, Julia Carson's building. And then we were in Christian Theological, not the theological, but Interchurch Center building. We always wanted to have our own building. And that's something that permeated from way back there. Someone once said that we had luck. And luck is when a prepared individual comes face to face with an opportunity. I was prepared, the opportunity came, and here we are. Bless Maddie McCormick, because she was working for Jeff Samoyan at the time. What Jeff decided to do was to give it to a not-for-profit, and he wanted to keep WTLC visible in the community, so we had to, whoever got the building had to have in their name WTLC. That was a part of the original contract. So we took it. They offered it to us and we took it. In just about every line that you can think of, there's a minority business somewhere in that stream. And that's my biggest accomplishment, to sit back and watch them grow. Because they were eager to succeed just like any other business, if given the opportunity. And to create the opportunities for them to succeed. Now, all you gotta do is do good business with them, and we'll get you in the door. But there are minorities that are surviving and doing very well and fitting into today's business environment. In other words, they're finding niches in the business world to survive and to prosper. And that's what it's all about. I consider that we laid the foundation for a lot of the things that are going on today. And somebody has to do that. It just doesn't happen. Somebody has to put the sweat into it to make, to pave the way for these smart young entrepreneurs today